Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the videoing on Monday. And we're sorry that we haven't been able to bring the show to you. And this is the remake of episode 63. And our humble apologies. Well, first of all, I was off sick on the 18th of March, so I couldn't even come in. And on the subject of being sick, we will talk about being considerate and looking after your health and all of that. Well, joining me now in a very good morning to Wally Taylor. Welcome to episode 63, the remake of episode 63. Welcome to you.
Thanks, Barry. Welcome.
So, first up on the show, like we say, we are very, very sorry that we haven't been on air for quite a number of weeks. And I will tell you about that right now. First of all, I was very, very unwell with a nasty flu. I couldn't even get out of bed on one of the days. So, how I got sick? Well, to tell you the truth, ladies and gentlemen out there, I came to work on Friday, the 15th of March, thought I had my asthma, but as the day got on, my voice sort of got abnormal like it usually would, as it usually would if you are starting to get sick. And then I went home on the Friday, had the COVID test, zero COVID. I had no problem there, and it turned out that I had a very nasty virus. And we might have to, what was that?
I don't know, just a message on your computer, mate. You can keep going. It's a very brief interlude in the video.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, okay, I had the flu, spent all weekend in my room, okay, felt like beep. Okay, so on the Monday, couldn't even get into work. So on the subject of being sick guys, if you are sick, do not come in. Here's Alex now for his opening sequence on this.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Thanks for having me on the show. I know what you mean. So if you're sick, I think it used to be pre-COVID that people would sort of soldier on, and if they were sick, they would keep coming into work, but then they would make everybody else sick. And I think that's kind of changed a bit now, hasn't it? Most people now, if they're sick, they're more inclined to stay home, try and protect other people's health, and try not to make other people sick. And I think that's the main point, isn't it? So it was good that you stayed away when you were sick, mate. That's good, sort of considerate behaviour for everybody else. But it sounds like actually you couldn't have come in anyway. At least one day, right? You were completely bedridden.
Well, I got up and in my chair, but the problem was I had severe chest pain and trouble breathing. And
oh no, that's awful.
Awful. So like I say, viewers, sorry we couldn't bring episode 63 to you. Now, we've got a bumper show coming your way today. So let's go.
Ooh. Here we go.
Yes, we've got that. If you press space.
Well, good morning and welcome to another show. Today I'd like to talk about the importance of getting prepared for winter and getting your flu vaccinations. And that's the first cab off the rank. Now, I'd like to tell you how you can avoid getting sick. Well, stay away from your work site, cancel any plans that you have made, like going to the movies, dinner with friends, etc. Here's Alec now.
So do you mean if you're starting to get sick that you should stop doing those things? Is that what you mean?
No, if you are sick, cancel those.
Right, yes, definitely. Yeah, if you're sick, you've got to stay away from other people. Don't go to the movies, because in the movies you're basically sitting in a crowded room for like 2 or 3 hours, aren't you? And sharing the air with everybody else. So if you're sick, definitely stay away from other people. Don't go out and do things, and keep your germs to yourself.
Like, keep your hands to yourself, basically, like.
Keep your germs to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. Well, we also have a special guest on the program today. Ollie. Now, he's fairly new here. So, welcome, Ollie.
Thanks for having me, Aaron.
So, now on the importance of keeping healthy, okay? Get your hand sanitizer out. Okay, so we'll show you that. There it is on your screen there. And always keep it handy. Here's Alec now.
Yeah, it's a good idea to have hand sanitizer, isn't it? Particularly if you're going to head somewhere to like eat, have lunch or something. You can actually make sure your hands are sanitized before you eat, and yeah, it's a pretty handy thing to do. And something that people didn't do as much before COVID. So it's much more common now that people will sanitize their hands, and I think it makes sense.
Now, with winter coming on, it's very important that you have lots of medicine handy, cold and flu tablets handy, Lemsip, Durotas. Okay, we might even show you a bottle of that today on the show. Okay, and have some Panadol handy if you've got a headache. Here's Alec.
Yeah, I think most people probably have some Panadol in the cupboard most of the time, don't they? Something like that, some painkillers, which is not a bad idea. Particularly, I think if you've got a fever, probably a good idea to take something like Panadol. I think a lot of people, if they start getting a cold, that's probably when they think about going and buying the cold and flu pills. But you might have some left over from last time, right? If you haven't taken them all.
So, you will need to buy some cold and flu tablets, okay? Ones to get you through the day and ones that help you sleep at night. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that's right. They come in different types, don't they? So you can buy those night and day pills with slightly different medicines in them that can help you sleep better at night and actually be more awake through the day.
And always have Vicks on hand too.
Vicks, do they still make that? Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
It is.
Wow. Oh, and that's got eucalyptus in it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And actually, I think eucalyptus, there have been some studies and have actually shown that it really genuinely has a scientific benefit. That eucalyptus oil actually does, it's like an anti-congestant or decongestant or something, yeah. It was big in the 80s, wasn't it?
It
70s
was.
and 80s.
You can get Vicks in a raw one, and it's good for headaches as well, and rub it on your chest. Okay, another remedy, okay, is onion and honey. So dice up some onion and some honey and have a teaspoon of that.
You're kidding? Onion and honey?
No.
I've heard of honey. I haven't heard of onion and honey. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's the Barry
Is it
special.
raw onion? Is it raw onion or is it cooked onion?
Raw.
Raw onion and honey. Mate, I had not heard that one before. I'm a little bit afraid, but I'm willing to go with it. Okay?
But try it.
Okay. Wow. Shelley, my wife's grandma, who's passed away now, but she used to have raw onion sandwiches. So she would slice up an onion, and put the little circles of raw onion on a sandwich and have a raw onion sandwich. Sometimes with some tomato
Because
as
she
well.
just liked it, or was there like a benefit
I
of
wonder
it?
if her taste had faded a bit, and so she liked a really strong flavour or something. I'm not sure exactly, but that's pretty full on, mate. Honey and onion.
I mean, if it was cooked, then it'd be like kind of like a caramelized onion.
Yes, but we're talking raw.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about that is onion just definitely gets your sinuses going, right? It definitely does. So it makes your eyes water. So maybe that's how
You're
it
onto
works.
something,
It's
guys.
it somehow gets your whole system running clear.
So,
What about tea? Honey and tea?
yep, hot tea with some honey.
Yeah.
Have a hot lemon and a honey drink.
Yes.
Keep your fluids up.
Yes.
Ollie, have you got anything to say on this?
Yeah, just rug up and stay out of rain and practice good hygiene.
I'm talking about fluids.
With flu, well, I think get your
No.
fluids. Yeah, have your electrolytes if you struggle to have water and stuff. Do as much as you can. Have a bottle with you that's always clean and full.
And stay hydrated.
Yeah.
So enough of the medical issues now. Let's talk about this rain bomb that occurred.
This is spice bar, right?
Well, now on the show, it's time to talk about the floods. Now, you all know about the massive rain bomb we had starting on Friday, and it looks as though someone had turned on the tap in the sky and down came the rain. Here's Alex.
Oh, mate, it was huge. And it wasn't just the tap, it was also the fan, mate. There was a lot of wind as well. A lot of branches came down, a lot of trees came down. It was full on. Was there much around where you live? Did you see many sort of branches and trees down?
No, but Wakehurst Parkway was shut.
Yep. That seems to flood quite often, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. We were out on Friday night, and there's a bridge down near Manly Dam, which apparently the water was up to like 30 centimetres from the road. So we thought maybe they were going to close that bridge at some point. And then, of course, the dam's filled.
And you know there are two dams, the Warragamba and Manly dams. So here are some golden rules, okay guys. Don't be stupid and drive in flooded causeways or flood waters or even play around in them. Here's Alex.
Yeah, mate, that's good advice and a good rule, not to try and drive across a causeway that's got like flooded waters going across it. I guess that's why they closed the Wakehurst Parkway, right? Because they're trying to avoid people doing that. The same with Oxford Falls. There's a weir at Oxford Falls that they have to shut because it floods.
Yeah.
And if you try to drive across it, you'll get swept away.
And if you are in danger, guys, please call 132-500. But if your lives are in danger, call 000. We will talk about 000 at the end of the program like we always do. So if you know that your area is going to flood, listen for the updates. Prepare yourself. Here's Alec.
Yeah, good advice, mate. Because I think most people will tend to know if their house is kind of susceptible to flooding, and they'll take precautions if they know that a weather event is coming. And there were a few warnings, weren't there? So there were things in the media about and social media about the upcoming weather event. They called it a black nor'easter. Did you read that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, they called it a black nor'easter. It was an unusual weather pattern. They called it black because the clouds in the middle of the day are really dark because they're carrying a lot of rain. And yeah, so that we knew about it, didn't we? So a lot of people were able to take precautions and prepare their houses and make sure that their drains are clear and that kind of thing.
And also, if you know that it's going to be too dangerous to drive, guys, please stay off the road. Here's Alec now.
Yeah, and in fact, I think the state government issued a stay-home order apart from, no, not an order, a recommendation. Everybody should stay home except for the areas that were evacuated. And in fact, there were a few, weren't there? Down river from the Warragamba Dam.
And the Cora River
Oh, yes.
that was flooded, the Windsor Bridge, I think,
Yeah.
that was closed, so a lot of areas are still cut off from Friday and Saturday's deluge.
Yeah, and it goes on for a while, doesn't it? Because the water kind of gets trapped by the vegetation upstream of the dam and kind of continues to trickle down from the mountains. So it's still flowing now, even though the rain event itself kind of stopped. It dumped all this water, and the dams are still collecting heaps of water and spilling it into the Nepean in particular, right? The Nepean River.
So again, guys, please do not be stupid and think it's safe to drive in flooded areas, because it's not, because you'll be sailing. You'll be sailing.
I can't remember the words, mate. I would join in if I could. I can sort of hum it. Did you know that Google now, with the Google app, you can actually hum something and it recognizes the song? Should we get it going? Do you want to sing a little bit for the Google app?
No.
Okay, fine. All right.
So,
But the point is that if you drive through rushing waters, you could sail away.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then get swept away.
Yeah.
So, guys,
There was a rescue, wasn't there? Somebody got rescued from their car by a farmer or something.
yeah, that was, I think, either up north or down.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that was in Sydney Metro, but yeah, someone got swept away in their car and had to be rescued.
So, please, guys, don't be silly on the road. And stay dry and safe. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that's right. So, if your house is safe, not going to be flooded, and you don't have to evacuate. Stay home, don't head out, and stay off the road, and just kind of hunker down.
And if you have to go to an evacuation center, please prepare food for yourself, your clothes, and prepare the kids as well. Here's Alec.
Yeah, I guess so. So, I mean, I don't know much about that, but I imagine people who live in floodplains, they would have some gear ready to go, right? They would have a bag packed so that in the event they have to evacuate, they've just got some clothes already, and they can just throw a bag in the car and go, you know?
So I've got an announcement to make now on the show. It is my birthday on Thursday.
Awesome, mate. Happy birthday. So you turning 40 again, or is it a different date this year?
49 this year.
49.
Yeah.
Is that the real age? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the clock will stop at 50, I presume. From then on, you won't get any older.
Any younger.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. So I had the big 5-0 last year.
Did you do anything for it?
Yeah,
Big party?
it was mildly confronting. But no, we went away for the weekend, which was nice. Shelley and I went away with another couple. What are you going to do, mate, for yours?
Probably go away somewhere.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah,
Take a well-earned holiday, I think.
yeah. You could have a lunch. What do you reckon? What's your favourite lunch food?
Fish and chips?
My
Fish and chips.
mine would have to be the chicken ripper.
The chicken ripper. Where's the chicken ripper from?
Red Rooster.
Red Rooster's chicken ripper.
Oh, yum.
That does sound good.
That does sound good.
What's on a ripper?
What, 3 chicken tenders?
Oh, nice. Are
Lettuce.
they hot though, or are they just normal? They're not like chili hot chicken tenders, right?
No.
They're just normal chicken tenders. Okay, keep going.
And then you've got a bed of lettuce
Nice. Yeah.
and your choice of sauce.
And which sauce do you have?
I haven't had one yet, but I'm willing to try one.
Okay, I see. All right. Mate, that does sound good. I reckon you should try and organise that for your birthday. A chicken ripper lunch for your birthday.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Get everybody to have a chicken.
So which day is it?
Thursday.
Thursday of this week. You're kidding, that's really soon.
So I'm in my last year of my 40s.
Yes. Commiserations, mate.
Yeah.
So where's the nearest Red Rooster?
I do not know.
We should definitely Google that. Maybe next Monday. You're around on Monday? We'll get a van and we'll make a break for it. What do you reckon?
But you're not.
I could come. I'm sure I could. Yeah, or maybe the one after, but let's have a look, shall we? Where's the nearest Red Rooster?
So we'll pause that.
Do you want me to try?
Well, now it's time for the weather forecast. And today, partly cloudy and 26 degrees. Tomorrow, it's chance of showers. So don't put away your brollies just yet. And we are into the closing sequence now of our show. We thank you for your patience while we've been away. Here's Alex.
Yeah, mate. So, look, everyone's, I think, patient with you about your shows, and it's just nice to have you back on air. Nice that you're feeling better again, and a bit disappointing about the rain. You know, we were promised a dry summer, and it never came, did it? It was like it was pretty wet the whole way through, and it's still wet now, even now.
And you may have noticed that it is light in the morning now because you know what happened yesterday. Bye-bye daylight saving.
Yeah.
Until October at least, where we get that hour of sleep whipped off us again. So guys, before we close the show, I'd like to say a really big thank you to you viewers for being patient with me. And coming up, we have the winter series coming up in May, and also Anzac Day is coming up too, so we'll be talking about that. And also comfort food from winter. Here's Alex to preview that.
Sounds good, mate. So lots of interesting shows coming up, and sort of the changing of the seasons. I always enjoy your recipes, and I like hearing about your winter recipes, so it'll be good to hear some of those as we head into winter.
And like I said a couple of years ago, having good casserole dishes
Oh, yes.
and good slow cookers, rice cookers. We'll be doing the whole survival on the show. So thanks for tuning in with us, guys. And our closing message is always, you know what we're talking about. The 3 donuts, 000. Please do not be a fool with that number and prank call them. Here's Alec now to close episode 63 with that.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Always a good thing to put on the end of your show to talk about using it only in an emergency, right? So make sure we don't do anything silly with 000, so that people who need it, it's there for them, right?
Like myself.
Yeah, absolutely. So somebody who really needs it will be able to get through. So no prank calls to 000.
Because the wrong call that you make to 000, a smack on the wrist.
I saw that, mate. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, no, don't misuse that number. Make sure you're only using it if it's genuinely an emergency. But if it is an emergency, use it, right? Like that's what it's for.
If you're in doubt.
Yeah, if it could be an emergency, then they can always talk it through with you. But we're talking about a genuine situation, aren't we? Not ordering a pizza.
So don't go and bring 000 and order a rip-up
from Red Rooster.
Yeah.
Yes, no Red Rooster ordering on 000. Just genuine emergencies. Although maybe you could have a Red Ripper related emergency. No, you wouldn't have that, would you?
No. So we've got a bumper show coming up for you. Episode 64 coming up. And once again, guys, we are sorry that we've had to put the show on hold for some time. But you know what it's like with YouTube television when the original show doesn't go to plan. Okay, don't worry, but we're back now, bigger, brighter,
Better than ever.
And also check out the new outro, the shortened version. So stay with us. We've got bumper shows coming your way, but Until then, guys, Barry and Alec and Ollie, wishing you a very pleasant rest of Monday. And as Don Burke used to say at the end of his show, Burke's Backyard, hooroo.